La 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 la. Boy, it took me a while to get going, a lot longer than I thought. Didn't expect to be running this late. Well, I definitely got that. Wow, B-dubs, you really do some long episodes, don't you? Yeah. Okay. I need to go to my thingamabob. Well, we're slow, but we get there. I gotta go through all of these lives because they are needing to be worked on. I have not filled in a description in forever. I've got to do that. Alright, that is pinned. Now we need some links. Alright, good enough. Good enough. Good enough. Let's load the button, shall we? Watch later, okay. Well, that's cool that he's doing himself a stream. Huh. Alrighty. Nobody's here yet. We are ready to go, I think. Did I miss anything? I am no longer AFK. Well, la-dee-da. Alright. We're gonna go ahead and go live now. There we are. Okay, we can take you and stop and turn you off. Fine. Going back to chatting, we'll remove the counter. We don't need to see it. Alright, then we'll check my status here, and I think we're good. Okay. Well, hello everybody and welcome to Philosophy SMP Season 5 live, and we've got a big project to work on today. I have not actually been on the server playing the game for I don't know how many days it's been, because I've been working. I'm trying to get an episode done for you guys, and I'm making progress, and I should have it released by the end of the week. So let's see what we have to do here today, what we can get done. Let's check around the facilities here. I'm a little bit lost. I don't know exactly what I need to do. I can tell you one thing is that before the last stream, I believe it was, I died. So that's why my health is, my levels are down to 1. But I did get my gear back, sort of. I'm still working on it. I remember that. So let's see what we can get done today. I'll show you guys where we're working. So right over here, you can just barely see a little patch of ground. We're going to be adding in a village. And we've got a choice to make. Say hello to our horsey. Hi. Hi to the horsey. Anyway, we've got a choice to make, folks. I see this flat spot up here on top of this icy hill now. I wonder if we want to build the village along this hillside or over here, but I think it's going to work better where I'm standing. But we're going to fill this in. All of this whole thing here is going to get filled in, and I've got a building that I've designed in a creative world. And that building is going to become our template for a couple of structures. We're going to make a little seaside town here. And in that seaside town will be our villager trading hall. I think that's the plan. But we might scatter some houses up here along this cliff. Not 100% sure. Haven't decided on every facet yet. I got my dog out here freezing his paws off. We've got a retaining wall in. I'm still debating on the design for this wall. It's got to go up one more block so the villagers don't get out. But do I put a fence along here, or do I do a double block? Do I do a stairwell? Do I do a combination of a stairwell and a fence? We've got to do some design ideas. I don't know right now what will look the best. I want it to look good. I really do. I want to do a good, really nice looking thing. So let's go see if we have any fish down below. I'm kind of curious. And we got some coarse dirt around here. We've got dirt. We've got this much coarse dirt, but we've got some gravel. So let's go ahead and do dirt and gravel and gravel, and there we go. And there we go. That ought to be enough to finish our little project off right here. We'll need some more deep slate, but that's not even a problem. I know exactly where to get some. Let's go check our farm, make sure everything's running correctly. We also have a mine in works down here. We're trying to get this iron mine going. I don't think anybody's been in here using the farm, so... Music today is going to be by Slip.Stream. I'm going to turn it down just a pinch if it gets loud like that again. Here is our collection system. That took a little bit of time figuring out how to get that scaffolding together the way I wanted. But we got it, and now we've started our iron mine. But we'll go into the diamond mine level, and we'll get ourselves some deep slate if and when we need it. It's looking like we've got a little bit of ink down here. Oh, I didn't even expect any ink down here. I guess from when I was working up there. Yeah. So the farm produces even when I am not AFKing at it. That's really good to know. I'm getting a little ink all the time. I need to let Sir Maj, I never get his name right. Sir Marin, I think is how I've been saying it. I think that's the correct pronunciation. Need to let him know that I've got some more ink for him. Looks like I'm going to have about good old 3 stacks worth. So, of course, down here we've got our super deadly cave. And I'm going to send some other brave soul down there for me. We've just started our iron mine. We haven't made a lot of progress here. Let's punch out some walls while we're here. You guys like my toothpick? Ooh, baby zombie. And the question is, where is this baby zombie hiding? Because those things can wreck your day. I think there must be a cave somewhere nearby here. Alright, so we've got that start ready to go there. Let's do a little more digging out in here. I love this vein miner, and I'm going to put it onto my mod list, I think. It's kind of a nice mod to have. That was a lot of copper, folks. A whole lot of copper. Unfortunately, I don't have anything to fill this hole in with at the moment, and I do not have a silk touch pick, so this will be a little sloppy. I can't do anything about that until later. But I will come in here with some supplies and fix that up. But this will get this started so we know where we're headed on all of our mining. Alrighty. Next order of business. Let's head back upstairs. It's probably about time to sleep. And let's make sure we don't got any funny business going on here on the top of this. Looks good. I'd like to combine this farm with how I design a mine in the future, because I think this could be a useful farm if you want to do a lot of concrete work. So a plan's developing in my head for how I dig out my next mine in a world and leave myself some space for the squid farm. Hey, these guys are back. Do we have some milk on me? We do. Good. Let's have a little fun. We might as well take these fellas out. Don't let me forget to get some more milk. We don't want to have a raid on our house yet. That would not be fun. Alright, anything here on me needs to be fixed really bad. Just my sword, but I don't think I have mending on my sword. I've got to redo all of my gear. And then we're going to figure out what we're going to put into this cave. I didn't receive many suggestions, as memory serves, from the last stream. But yeah, we need some ideas. I'm going to flatten out the bottom of this and figure out what's going to go in underneath the villages. What I'm kind of debating towards and what I'm thinking about is maybe some kind of breeder farm. I don't know yet. What do I got on this sword? Oh, I do have mending. Mending, sharpness, 5, and unbreaking. Ooh, okay, I did work on my sword a little bit. I remember doing that. Kind of feel sorry for anybody fighting me right now. It would not be fun for them. Okay, I need to check, make sure all of our buttons and dials and every other thing is working correctly. I'd like to get on the lighthouse a little today too, but I want to finish this area so I don't have this giant gaping hole that I can fall into. There might be a creeper lurking around here, so I'll have to be careful. Alright, we now have got 5 stacks of ink for him, so I'll be sure to send him a message and let him know. Sometimes these guys like to spawn out here, so let's go take a peek. See nothing out there. We did learn with our fortune on our shovel that we don't get the gravel. We only get the flint. But I saw Devil Dog do a string duper, and I'm wondering if I want to do a string duper or if I just want to build a spider farm. Kind of like the idea of a spider farm, because if you have a mob farm, you get the double thing of having experience if you can do it right and set it up right. Looks like we've got some wood here. Let's go see what our supplies are in our base. I don't know where we're at right now, but we've got wood, so that's good. We got our milk for later. Let's roast up these things and let's put down our flag. We need a new tree. We need a new tree to put all our flags on. And I can't take credit for the idea for putting the flags on a tree. That goes to Luke the Notable. An idea I adopted from him. Alright, so we've got 32 charcoal and another 32 charcoal. We're at 57 here. They're trying to get up some stone. Okay, we've got that. Alright, I don't think we need to roast any more charcoal anytime soon. I think we're in good straits here. Alright, and we'll chuck in, well, I think we'll leave the fish raw. I've got a bunch of raw fish, and that might be useful to somebody. If I ever sell any of this stuff, I could try selling it, but I don't know if I want the raw fish more than the other. Alright, we now have a boat. Slow boat to China over here. We got 15 diamonds. I don't remember exactly why I have. I heard a trader. Ah. Well, I don't have any emeralds, but let's go see what he's offering, and maybe we can find some emeralds. Ugh. Hey, you. Melon seeds, lily of the valley, which I don't even know what you do with that. Sand. Sand I've got covered. Packed. I think all of this I've got covered. So what we're going to do is we're just going to take the leads out of this, if I can figure out where he's walking to. You know, you gotta have free leads, but I don't kill them. I just take them this way. I figure it's more humane. Alright, so no need to go on a buying spree right yet. I do need to check out, there is supposed to be a shopping district on this server, and I need to check it out. That's definitely on the to-do list. I know where Aries Village is. I don't know if that's where it is, or if it's somewhere else, but I gotta go find it and look at it. Okay, so let's put this stone away. We won't need that where we're going. Okay, good enough. We could use the stone. Oh yeah, we could use the stone. Let's take that. Remember, we're short some stone down there filling in the walls of our little mine, and 64 would be enough to fill in some of them walls. You can see we have expanded the villagers area, and we got rid of the snow and ice on the ground. We thought it was way too cold, too chilly. So now we just got whatever natural snowfall the game gives us. Alrighty, let's see if we can't do this. Now I gotta find another texture to blend in with what we've got here. This is a good starting texture for the ground of our village. I think it looks pretty decent, but what we need is some pathing stuff. So I'm gonna probably mix in some regular dirt and some pathing blocks. I don't know if I want to bring in mud or if I want any brick type stuff. I just don't know if I want to do that. I only need a few things between the buildings. Could also do wood walkways. Well, folks, I do see a flaw. I don't know if you guys can see it, but I see it. Gonna create a little extra work for me, unfortunately. I didn't know how deep I wanted to make the ground of this village. I hadn't figured that in, but yes. So now we've got an issue here. Well, let's grab what we can. We're going to have to make a couple of cake runs. And we got to find a place to store all this stuff. I don't really have a spot set aside for storing things like all of this ice. My storage system has gotten too small, and I'm going to have to do something about it. For now, let's see about before that all, because of the aggressive way that Ari has set this up, I'm going to lose things pretty quickly. Alright, let's take the cobble and that over there, and that should be enough to get me most of that stuff picked up. I need a chest because I'm gonna have to put all this stuff into chests. I don't have enough chests right now. And I still have to research how to grow a dark oak tree. Apparently I don't know how to do it. Okay, let's we have enough inventory slot to pick up the bed, yes. So now we can put the bed down. Hello, J-Knock. Welcome to the stream. How are you doing, man? Thank you for the hug. And I'll use a hug. We've had a little bit of a break from winter around here. We turned off all of those winter textures, but we still got some snow and ice hanging around here. Was it a hard day at work, or was it just a normal kind of a day? I imagine that's some pretty hot and heavy and hard work doing all that cutting of metal. I can't imagine that that's something that you do that's really cool. I mean, in temperature. Cool as far as cool in general, yeah, for sure. If you like it, you should look into learning how to become a fabricator. I guess you can make some mint being a fabricator. Learn how to use one of those sandblast machines to cut fancy pieces of metal and custom stuff. Alrighty, we're gonna lose some of this stuff if we ain't careful, so let's grab what we can. Come back for load 2. I gotta fill all this in so I don't have any more space in my inventory. It was a long, hard day. Oh, it's cold. Okay. Well, it's good that you're not overheated trying to do the work, but I'm sorry it's cold in the warehouse, man. I would have thought trying to work with metal like that, it would be some really hot temperatures you'd be dealing with. I do not know what to do with these snowballs, folks. I'm at a loss. I need to find somebody to throw them all at. What do you guys think? Alright, let's grab another load of my stuff. Should only have to do this 2 or 3 more times, and then we'll have everything picked up down there, and we can fill that in now with the coarse dirt. You prefer to be cold, I gotcha. Well, then it works out good that the warehouse is cold. So are you still playing and streaming Call of Duty, or are you into another game now? Or I haven't checked on your channel and your streams for a little bit. I've been kind of off grid on this stuff. Trying to get a video made, taking me a while, so I'm not getting a lot of watch time in on people. I've got a lot of zombie flesh. Anybody hungry for some raw zombie flesh? You know you want it. It's nice and tangy. Alright, let's grab the last of our items. I think I managed to put everything away and only have one extra awkward looking chest, but we'll make a storeroom sometime here today or tomorrow. I don't know if we'll do a stream tomorrow or not. What I'll do offline or not, I don't know, but I know I need to make some storeroom. Okay, how much do we've got? I think that's everything. I don't think we lost any items that went anywhere. So that's good. We can fill this in now with this. You have a kidney issue, so they got me on new meds. Also blood pressure, so my heart's kind of... Oh, man. That's no fun, dude. I'm sorry to hear that. I'm sorry, man. I hope the meds don't mess you up too much. I know sometimes they seem to be worse than what you're dealing with. I'm sorry to hear that, dude. I gotta keep an eye on my dad too, because he went in and was looked at, and his kidneys aren't doing good either. They don't got him on any special meds though. Not at the moment. But for pain relief, you can't do ibuprofen, you know. It's not good to do ibuprofen or Tylenol, so I have him on Kratom, but it would be better if I could get him CBD oil, because that stuff doesn't hurt your kidneys. Kratom's still a little untested medically, but it's what I've got, so that's what we use. But yeah, pain relief is a bitch when you're on that stuff, having kidney issues. And then on top of that, having to deal with heart issues. I can't even imagine. That's just brutal. Dude, I hope you're able to recover fully and quickly, man. Alrighty. Actually, this isn't a good idea. The reason why it's not a good idea is because I cannot reach underneath and get the blocks in there I need. It's a hard start, but I stick with it to see. Youch. Dude, my hat off to you, man, because you gotta be a tough son of a bipedal to be able to go through 6 kidney stones. I haven't even had one yet, but I know that probably sooner or later I'm gonna have to deal with it. Kidney stones are not fun. I heard somebody once talking about kidney stones and how they would rather give birth, the pain of giving birth versus the pain of kidney stones. They said they'd rather give birth than have kidney stones. That's how bad kidney stones are. Which means it's pretty darn bad. And then you gotta probably, if you're on special meds and stuff, you can't do normal pain relief. So that's probably not helpful either. Jeez. Alright, we're gonna have to make some decisions here with our little walkway. Came home to a 20-day notice to move. I wonder why they gave you a notice to move. I mean, and I think it's not supposed to be 20 days. It's supposed to be longer than that. I mean, if you've been paying your rent and everything. It's too bad. I don't know any legal resources to help you with that, man. But I think you're supposed to have a minimum of 30 days. And they have to have a very good reason to move you. So I don't know what's going on there, dude. But I'd look into it if you have anybody to look into it with. If you got another place and you don't want to deal with the headache, that's probably the best way to go. Actually, I think it's 60-day notice now that I think about it some more. I did some research on the subject, but we've had some issues ourselves. But I'm not 100% sure, and I'm no real estate expert. That sucks, coming home from a hard day at work and somebody's put a notice on your wall. That would make me just want to, hurt somebody. I wouldn't be able to, I wouldn't handle that very well. Tired from work and then somebody's trying to kick me out of my place when I've been paying my rent. Of course, that is Longview, and Longview isn't exactly, known to be the best. How should I put it? the least corrupt city in the world. I mean, seriously, the cops over there. All right, we need to get up and go to bed, and I got to figure out where we're going to put ourselves away in and out around here. Because right now, I don't have a path up. So I got to figure out how I'm going to get up. I'll read your chat in just a minute. I'm trying to make sure I didn't miss any other scaffolding. I've got to figure out a path here. That's my next task. But right now we need to go to bed before the bad guys come get me. And then we got to make some more coarse dirt. All right, I'll get rid of that little bit of dirt there on the side too, I think. Oh, oh, that stuff is not fun. I had my tooth pulled, one of my molar back teeth pulled once, and that's what they gave me. Man, I could not even think. I couldn't function. I just watched the scenery. That's all I could do. That stuff was not a joy for sure. Going through problems with my landlord for the last 6 months about mold. Oh yeah, that's what we're dealing with over here too. Ah, 90. Okay. I thought it was longer than you know, the short notice that you had gotten. So I'm glad to know that I didn't have that wrong anyway. But I'm sorry to hear what's going on with your neighbor. And hey, if you're ready to move, get out of there. I don't know about our place, but there's a strange pungent odor I can smell in my room sometimes. It smells like onions and it smells like insects, and I don't know what else it smells like, but I smell this pungent odor all the time. And down below, the neighbor reportedly, I only heard third hand, but she reportedly had mold in her bedroom closet. It's just reportedly. I can't say for sure because I don't know. I didn't see it. And then all of a sudden, our neighbor, which was across from her, that's below us, the lady was below our neighbors, which are there's 4 of us in this little unit. They're still there, the ones that are up above on the 2nd floor with us, but the one below us just moved out all of a sudden, and it didn't even take their stuff. They like literally moved out and they left a lot of their stuff behind, and I don't even know why. They didn't tell us anything. They didn't talk to us. The guy was a little bit, I don't know, he was a little bit out there, a little bit, I shouldn't say that because I don't know the guy. He might have been perfectly normal, but I mean, I looked at him once and it looked like he had a giant scar on his face, and he had a bunch of kids stuff, but I never saw any kids. But Dad said that he saw kids, but I never saw any kids around there. So I don't know what's going on with the guy. Hopefully he's happy wherever he is. I don't know what happened with him. I know that there was a lot of arguing with their daughter or whoever they had down there, because I always heard a lot of door slamming, but I have no idea why they moved. I would not be surprised if they found mold and got tired of it and left. It wouldn't surprise me a minute. So yeah, we're dealing with that too. It's not fun. I haven't bothered to try to look up in our crawl space. I don't think I want to try. See what kind of stuff might be lurking in there. And then rent in our area. I don't know about Longview, but in our area for a 2-bedroom, you're looking at, you know, for $1,500 a month. And that's a 2-bedroom, 1-bath. It's super high demand, and they can pretty much get away with whatever they want because the demand's so high. So, not very fun. And I'm glad you found another place. I hope the next landlord is good to you. I hope our landlords are actually good to us and we don't have any problems, and we've got to. And then when they're dealing with the mold and whatever we're dealing with over here, hopefully they'll clean it out. They did go through the lady that moved out. They went through her place, but I have no idea if they painted over the mold, if it was there, or if they just, if they replaced it and fixed it. I don't know. So hopefully they did, and I don't know. I can only tell you that when we had that ice storm, I could stand by, we have a sliding patio door out to a really rickety looking deck. And I could stand out there on that deck and I could feel the cold air on my feet coming right through the door. So we had a pretty chilly experience when we were dealing with the ice storm. That wasn't very fun. All right, we need a way up and down, and I have got to figure out the best course of action to do that. I don't know that I want to dig a lot, but we need a path up and down, so let's go figure that out real quick. Yeah, single pane windows in 15-degree weather ain't no fun. Not even a little. Not my type of party. I guess we'll just get rid of this stuff here. And then we can go right up against the wall here with this. I think would be a good idea. Okay, I think that'll work. And then we can jump right on up out of there and build it right up against, but we need to go mine some deep slate. Let's see if we have enough room. I'm kind of curious. Do you think we're going to have enough room for the big buildings that I want to put here? They're an 11 by 11, and I'm thinking that I might have enough room for 2, but I don't think I'm going to be able to fit more than that. And I've got to work on this wall here. And then my other problem I've got to deal with is figuring out what I want to do here. They can't really go anywhere through this, so I can put the wall on the other side. Or even stick the wall right here and stick a house in here if I want to. And just leave that as part of the village. I mean, it's not going to hurt anything, obviously. I don't know. I got to think about it. I don't want them escaping off of the island anywhere. But most of them are going to be locked inside their buildings, and then I'm going to have the babies be able to get out. Once they have kids, they're going to be able to get out. That way the place will look like it's a living village, and they'll be running around the place. I kind of want to focus them down here in this area, but they might get out into the main island, and maybe that's okay for a few of them to do that. As long as I keep having kids coming out, so there's always life around this place, and maybe some of the villagers will survive. Some will probably get turned into zombies, and I'll have to deal with that, but... Okay, I was working on something here. What do I got? Alright, so I can get rid of this right here. I don't need that. Scaffolding can go here as well, and we can put the dirt in here for now. Let's go get us some deep slate. Pay $13.50 a month. Oh my goodness. Is that a single bedroom or is that a multiple bedroom? And that's awesome, dude, that you're able to cover that yourself. I still have to figure that part out. I was able to pay for my own apartment for about a year over there in Longview, but I just couldn't keep it up. I wouldn't be able to do it all over here unless I found a really good job. We need some more music. Alright, let's see what kind of playlists we can get a hold of. Looks like we finished that one. That was Destiny by Overoo. We're now doing lo-fi beats. Man, $13.50. If that's a single bedroom, that's terrible. Can't really complain about Camas anymore then, because Longview's not even a desirable area. They're just ripping people off at that point. Nobody wants to actually live in Longview. I think we were working through here before. Oh, did we leave anything in these barrels and chests? Unfortunately, this sounds like elevator music. We've got some gold. And we've got some fixed up deep slate over here. Let's hit this one. We need some light. Think we'll find any diamonds? Maybe I can at least sketch out where the house they're gonna go after we get done here. And I can show you guys the plan and we can figure out if we like our layout or not. Oh, okay, so this is one of my coal or gravel chutes in here. All right, I don't see any sign of any diamonds yet, but we'll see sooner or later. We don't need very many stacks of this. We only have to go one more row, I think, and we're good. It's always fun to take a little roll of the dice, see if we get ourselves little diamonds. I've got a pretty good haul of diamonds so far, but I haven't showed it on camera because I didn't want anybody to run off of my haul. But right now, I think I've got about a stack of solid blocks of diamonds. It's probably the most diamonds I've ever had. I haven't put them all into solid blocks yet, but the way this server this season works, though, that has its own cash and currency, so the diamonds aren't worth really that much other than just for tools or whatnot or repairing things. I still do need to make an enchanting table and an enchanting room for that matter. That's all on the to-do list. I'm just starting to gear up and get back into the swing of things, and I'm hoping that start seeing stuff through now that I wanted to be seeing through. I was burnt out last year, so I didn't get very far on stuff. I haven't had any physical issues, but I have been dealing with mental stuff. So that's been no fun, tell you what. Oh, pardon me for yawning. I did not mean to be yawning on you. Might as well get rid of this extra wall here. We don't need it. Alright, how many did that give us? We've down to... Okay, well, I lied. I will do one more row. Didn't mean to lie, but I want to make sure I have enough. I don't want to come back down here. So one more row ought to cover it. Think it's time for a cup of coffee. They say you're also supposed to drink a lot of water when you're gaming. I've got water here, I just haven't been drinking on it. Should be busting into that cave any minute. Well, we didn't find any diamonds, but let's head back to the surface and should have enough here to finish off our platform and get our village traced out. We're going to need a load more for our design, but I'll do that off camera. I want to know you guys with a bunch of mining on camera. Okay, off we go. Checking on status of everything, making sure it's all looking good. Yep, okay. I hear a bat. Hey, I got myself some levels. I'm all the way up to 6 now. Woohoo. I'll be able to enchant something in about 100 more years, maybe. Well, we should go through here and grab some of that stuff. Do I have a thing on me? I do. Well, let's grab it now. Yeah, you know what they say, there's no time like the present. Or don't put off tomorrow what you could do today. Kind of messed up a little there. I don't want to take that one off. I'll leave that one around. Wow, the vines have really kind of taken off down here. This is cool. Well, that's a whole stack of vines, so that's definitely going to help. I've been hearing a lot of sirens these last about week or so. I guess in my area there was a shooting too. I saw a little news article. I think people are going a little nutsoid for some reason. I don't know why. All right, let's fill this in, shall we? Not quite what I had in mind. Let's get my shield back on my arm. As Mr. Burns would say, excellent. Oh, D. I got too clicky. I'm not quite sure what I want to do here where it's meeting this cliff, but I think it'll be okay if it just goes flush right on it. I think it'll work out real good. Although we might need to move over my walkway, another one. And we'll check the fish farm. I'm curious to know what we've been working out here, if we got ourselves some more squids. You know, the Minecraft player, your character here in Minecraft, ought to be the healthiest dude in the world because of all the sunlight he's getting. I'm going to go up like this. Not quite how I want to proceed here, but I want to be able to see. Then I got to figure out where in the world I'm going to poke my little entrance. But now the dam doesn't look quite so odd, you know? It's all blended in, and we're going to do texturing and stuff too. We're going to make this thing look amazing when we're done. Talk about an engineering project. Then we gotta figure out the layout for the buildings, and then we gotta figure out what we want to do for the walls. Because we gotta make sure the villagers can't climb out of here. So we gotta have good walls all the way around it, at least 2 blocks in height. Not worried about bad guys getting in. I can just put an iron golem down here and that'll probably solve that problem. The lighting won't deter most baddies, but it'll deter some of them. What if we make this right here be our kind of an entrance to the down below? Let's try that. See if that'll work. I think I'm hearing dogs barking right now. Alright, let's give us one more scaffolding, but that should work. And then, yeah, I'm hearing talking or noise or dogs or something outside right now. I think we'll get a trap door and stick it on top to kind of seal it off. Still hanging out here, huh, dude? Trying to sell me stuff I don't want? Where are you, anyway? Yeah, same stuff. Alrighty then. Find us a trappadora. Do I have a trappadora? Yes, I do. Okay. That ought to work for a way in and out from down below there, and then we can see how well lit we've got the down below. Make sure that's all looking good. Alright, it seems fairly well lit to me. So all we have to do now is fill in some of these holes and figure out what we're going to be doing around here. Okay, good enough. I think I'll also fill in this lower level here as well. I wonder if we'll get snow down here now that it's all under this cover of soil and stone here. Curious to know. Let's go patch up. Somehow I managed to squirt myself onto the ground, but I don't know exactly how. Alright, that should do it. It's leveled out. We'll figure out the rest of this later. I'm going to put something in here, but I don't know what right now. And then this part here looks a little rough on the side, so we'll figure out what we're going to do there later. Make that look a little better. So my task after the stream today is to figure out how in the world I am going to get that dark oak to grow. Let's grab this last stray chest and our last stray dog here. Oh, we've got ourselves another little hole to fill. I didn't realize. Let's do that really quick. Make that look nice. I remember I got some coal out of here, I think, the other day. Probably don't have enough room to carry everything in this. No. Alright, we're going to stick a chest somewhere over here next to our bed. I think we should get rid of that sand, too. Yeah, these are all the materials and stuff that we're going to be using for our work later here. Alright, I don't think I have enough wool, but let's get some wool. Now, I think I see a coal vein. Let's grab this. That seems like a good place for the doggy. Yeah, I'll take 8 coal. Is that all we got out of there, though? Because that seems like an awful small amount for the fortune. I'm sure I have a fortune on my pick. Apparently so. Okay. Yeah, this is going to look good. This is going to look nice. And it's all done up. I don't know if I'm going to keep this tree. I like it. It's been here forever. I probably should turn it into my next raid tree, but kind of is in the way. I promised to look at our farm before we head up, so let's do that. I got an extra thing of milk here in case I need it. We'll grab some wool. We'll either use wool, sand, or some other kind of easy to break block to check our layout. Curious to know we got our layout about right. Oh, we didn't keep the stone that we were going to use to patch our hole down here. I'll put it in my inventory so I remember next time. Well, it doesn't look like it's been working while I've been up top. You have to AFK in a particular place to get anything out of this. I'm kind of disappointed, actually. I was kind of hoping to be able to get some stuff out of it while doing that. Alright, let's grab ourselves some wool. I don't know if we can get enough wool, but let's grab a load of it and set it aside in case we want to try that, or we'll use sand, but we're going to do a layout. My initial structure is 11 by 11, but I'll probably do a couple of long ones. So what I'm thinking here in this area, yeah, one long one maybe right here, or maybe here, and then I can do another long one. I can really only do one though, or a couple small ones. I'm not gonna be able to fit a lot of buildings. You would think that that's a lot of space and you could fit a lot of stuff there, but you'd be wrong. It's not as much space as you think. Now I can abut the buildings instead of having to do a wall. I can put a building right up against the cliff face. There's not one thing in the world that says I can't do that. So if I put one building here against the cliff face, do one over there in sort of a T shape, that might work really well. I'll have to think about it. We'll figure it out. Time to get me some more of this sugar cane. Gonna need those emeralds. And I really should have at least one shepherd somewhere near the sheep. But if I want to make this place villager safe, I can't have villagers wandering around everywhere. So I gotta figure this out. But I could put some kind of a little shepherd's hut right here against this wall. And then throw a villager inside. That would be our shepherd. So we could get some of the advantages of having a shepherd on hand. Alright, I think we've got an extra pair of clippers in a chest over here. Let's go take a look. Things do not last long. My other choice is to make it so that this island is an entire, place where the villagers can go, or to just level off, do some fencing around certain parts, but pretty much let the villagers have the run of the island. Those are some other choices that I could pursue. Let's get these sheep to mate a bit. And we need one more white sheep. I think we don't have enough white sheep. Not entirely sure we have access to any more sheep on our island. Don't really like the idea of letting the villagers run around on the island because the island isn't really safe. So that's Ares City, and I'm definitely got to go investigate over there and see what's going on. Are there any sheepeth around us hereeth? Oh, I've got a mob. Does that count as a sheep? He does not appear to want to stand still long enough for me to get him. He's gonna make me go in there, and there's probably a creeper waiting with him. Good that I came in here and lit this up. Plenty of coal. Told you there's a creeper. There's always a creeper trying to ruin your day. Well, I didn't have caving on my to-do list today, but since we're here... Alrighty, we'll just grab this stuff. Don't feel like dealing with the witches. Although they're not as hard and terrifying as I used to think they were. Shouldn't have any more bad guys spawning down here. think night has fallen and has encouraged the bad guys to come out and come after me. Alright, let's find the easiest way back to base that we can come up with. Got a lot of spots here to explore in this island. A lot of caves and openings and stuff I haven't looked at yet. Baby drowned. Think we won't stick around in the water around them. Still hearing a dog bark. Or something going on. Oh, great. It's the village people. You're gonna work a little and come back? Is that the plan? What about groceries? You want to do the groceries after you come back? Grocery outlet, getting olive oil, getting mom jam, you know. Alright, we'll do your work, come back, and then maybe we can go do that and do the other. We survived. We're back home. Yay. Alright, we got to do our updates too when we get done today. We did not do our updates. We keep putting it off. We got to get it done. Alright, so we did not find ourselves any good sheep. So I'm going to assume that we're kind of stuck with what we've got on the sheep's front of things. Got all that material getting cooked. Got all of our mob drops right here. We did not die, thank goodness. Let's compress these together. We've got some spider eyeballs that need to be put together. I don't know that we have enough wool to really sketch out a layout, so I might just stick with sand for now. It'd be easier, I think. Yeah, I'll just keep stacking up the wool. Eventually I'll have enough to build with, but right now I just need a couple of stacks each and I don't got it. Let's take this bad boy and stick him over here and get him out of the way. And likewise, we're going to take out, I saw it here, so oh, this has to be done up. Okay. I had something else in here. Oh yes, this ice. So let's find out about ice. I don't know how they make packed ice. So let's find out. Let's do that. No. No. Alright, so packed ice is made from taking regular old ice and compressing it. But the question is, will I regret if I just compress all of my ice into packed ice? But that solves some of my storage problems. What I don't know is if packed ice is better or worse than regular ice. Let's take this ore and take it out to the deck and work on it. I thought I had a Fortune 3 on this, but I might not. I have to double check. See how much copper that got me. Jiminy Christmas, I have a lot of copper. If I could figure out a use for it, that would be really good. Should I make a giant copper boat, you think? I mean, I got copper coming out of my earlobes. It's like I have to go to bed again. I just went to bed. Darn it, anyway, I don't want to go to bed anymore. I want to stay up and wait for Santa Claus, for crying out loud. Do I have any more torches anywhere? Apparently not. Let's fix that problem. I don't know why I don't have extra torches on me. I hear another wandering trader, but it could be the same one. I don't know if it's another one or the same one. I couldn't tell you, but I hear one. So let's go out and investigate. Okay, looks like everything is good here. So you survived, but your llamas didn't. Interesting. Okay, so. Let's see how many white sheep we actually have. We might do a breeding session since I can't find any sheep anywhere on the island at the moment. There is something I want to experiment with. Apparently, if you have pasture down below, which is grass, and I do have some grass blocks, I think. I gotta check to see, but apparently you can spawn mobs. Or at least you could a few versions of Minecraft ago. Whether you can now, I don't know, but let's get some fence. Let's grab ourselves a little bit of sod. Do I still have sod? I had sod. I'm not seeing my sod anymore. Okay, well, we're going to need a Silk Touch pick, and I don't know if I even got a Silk Touch book. Gravy. I had sod. I could have swore I did. And a lot of it. I don't know where it went or what I did with it. Alright, let's see if we've got... I don't think we've got a Silk Touch librarian yet. We don't have enough... Well, we can make another librarian, I think. Oh, we have one here. This guy. Okay. Don't get in my way and stop moving around. Unbreaking, knockback, fortune, and flame. Not labeled yet. Mending, quick charge, and blast protection. So we do have one guy, but they're all in the way. But let's go ahead and... I wonder actually if it would be easier. I'm trying to think my head through here. If I just picked up the librarian that we need to turn into something. I need a silk touch. Aqua, affinity, mending. So here, where's my librarian? I know you're here somewhere. So we can train him down here, make my life easier. All I have to do is take one of these job blocks, put it there. I won't do this on camera because that would annoy you guys. I'm going to take him upstairs because I don't know if bad guys might show up in there and it wouldn't be safe for him. Put him here. Alright, and then we can start working on him. Let's grab my dog and move him over here. Well, that's going to be a problem, but that's okay. So now if I stick this here, okay, so he's still locked into another block. Okay, so let's get him unlocked. We'll get him trained and we'll turn him into Silk Touch off camera. That'll do me some good. Because I need a Silk Toucher. Alright, did that do the job? Yes. Not close enough? Okay, we've got a slight miscalculation, but let's figure this out. We want to get this placement right so I don't have any problems with this guy later. Dog, get your bum over here, man. Get over here. I don't want you over there because that's where I'm going to do stuff. Hey, you. Good boy. Now I gotta have it by the door because he'll try to get out, and I want him to get trapped by the boat before he can get out. But then I could reposition him, I suppose. Okay. Yeah, but can we place another one there is the question. Impaling! Ooh. Huh. Not quite working as I expected. He appears to be looking over this way for some reason. Oh, he wants the barrel. Okay. I see. Okay. Well, let's see. What do I got in these barrels? That's the problem. Okay, now we've got you situated. Or so I thought. There's no other blocks you could be looking at or tying into. Let's try facing you in a different direction. I need to have you set up so that I don't have to worry about you. I can just get you to do what I want you to do. So he's locked into blocks below, but then he found this one. Okay. I do want lure 3, but not that badly. And I want Bane of Anthropods, but again, I want Silk Touch. That's what we need. So I wonder if we should create like a spot somewhere. I don't know where I could put him where he'd be safe, but where he would be in one area he'd have no job blocks around to get interested in. He's still latched onto other things, so this isn't gonna work in here. I cannot get a consistent, smooth thing going for him. He just wants to be everywhere else other than where I want him to be. So I gotta figure out somewhere else to take the guy. I thought I had an armor stand, but apparently I've lost it. Well, maybe it fell down below, but it's probably gotten rid of itself. Oh, there it is. Okay, so I can't work with you in here, so let's work with you somewhere else. Alright, you cannot be attracted to any other job block other than what I put in front of you because there's nothing else here. Alright, so does it need to be next to you? Is that the thing? You have to have it next to you so you can see it? Next to you, okay. Now we'll spend a little bit of time work on this. Give him a little light. We don't want to have any baddies spawning in here and giving him some problems. Well, we got a pattern now. We got something we can work with. Wonder how long it'd take till I get a silk touch. It's interesting learning how their AI works. That they can't do anything else if they're locked onto a target. Oh, Respiration 3. I desperately want that. But I'm not going to take it. I need to get Silk Touch. It's going to be important for what we're doing later. Because I've got an experiment to try, and I need to have Silk Touch. Love to have blast protection too. That'd be a nice one. If I only had a spear. Wonder how long it'll take for me to get Silk Touch. How many attempts? So now I know I can put you back in the house because as long as the job block is next to you, you lock onto it. Alright, it's good to know. I thought I figured some of this out before, but I couldn't remember it. Sharpness, good one, but not what we were looking for, folks. I'm gonna cry if I get like all the other ones that I ever wanted, but I don't get the one that I need, which is the Silk Touch. Oh, poo. Pressed in the wrong spot. Wonder if you can use Frostwalker to like get a bunch of ice. Or if it melts after a bit. Depending on your biome. No, not getting anywhere yet. Oh, poo. Dude, nobody wants your Curse of Binding book, man. Seriously. Impaling isn't too terrible if I had the right equipment for it. That's a nice Aqua Affinity cost there, but I think I already have that covered. How long do I want to do this, folks? How long? Paying the anthropods 4, man. You offered me 5 not that long ago. What's up with that? Are we losing value over here? Finally, but it's a bookcase trade. Alright, well, hopefully he'll have it when I get back here. We're going to do bookcase trade, even though I don't want to. Lock him in so he'll be safe. So we need to get ourselves some emeralds, and we can lock that trade in, and we still need to figure out the floor of this lighthouse. But I think we're about ready to wrap her up, folks. I started a bit late. I'd like to get you a good 2-hour stream. Alrighty, let's get in here and do this. I need to take a walk too. This is definitely time for a walk. Okay, so we have some paper. We can sell some iron if we want to. I don't want to sell the iron, though. I think we have a little tiny bit of coal we can sell. We might have some glass. No, we don't. So let's cook up some more sand. No, I don't want to cook up any more sand either, because we're all out of sand too. I gotta go get some more. Okay, that got me a little bit there. And then who wants the coal? Ooh, projectile projection pants. What do we got? Projectile projection pants. Oh, we got the same stuff from him. Okay. Protection and unbreaking. Okay, cool. Sweeping edge and efficiency. Hello, Barry Pumpkin. Welcome to the end of the stream, man. How you doing, dude? So that's my master trades. Nice to see ya. How you doing? Alright, I don't see anybody else here that wants my coal. That's not a master, so we're scar-eyed face guy again. Where'd you run off to? There you are. Yeah, I'm just getting ready to wrap her up, man. But it's nice to see you. How are you doing? Sorry I'm late. I wish I had a power washer, bro. The side of mine house is unclean. I'm good. Well, not really, but it will be. I'll show you what we've been working on. And I appreciate the compliment. Thank you. No, that was... I don't know what I'm going to do with that building. So I'm building the lighthouse here, and that's probably where I'm going to move in, have my storage. I might just tear that building down. I haven't decided what I'm going to do with it yet. But what's going to happen is the villagers are going to go into here. There's going to be a couple of big, long buildings in here and some smaller ones. I might even develop some buildings up the hill. But the trading hall is going to be this. There's going to be a little village, like a little fishing village here. I've got a little prototype house ready to go, and I just filled this in today, so we've got it all finished. So that's the plan. That's where the trading hall will be. Speaking of trading hall, we finally got ourselves a Silk Touch villager. We're going to go lock him in, even though it's a bookcase trade. I'm going to go ahead and grab that guy, because I don't want to wait around any longer. Alright, still on Silk Touch. Grab one of these, and he is now locked forever as my Silk Touch villager. I think you have to touch them with a wood shovel to claim them, so. He was over here all by himself because he was misbehaving himself and not giving me the trade I wanted. Locking into other job blocks. Yeah, I still have to figure out what I was intending to do here with this floor not matching. I hadn't figured that out yet, had I? Could just lower the whole thing one block. How bad would it be if I lowered that a block? I mean, right now it's 4 blocks high, so it wouldn't be too bad, but I don't know if I want to do that. I kind of like it the way it is. We'll figure it out. Get another set of 2 stairs in there, or 1 stair or something in there. Alright, let's put him in here with our friends. Yeah, this is kind of cramped. It works good for now, but it is cramped, and they're all jammed in here like, I don't know what a good analogy would be, but they're all jammed in here like whatever that analogy would be. Alrighty, so now we've got our Silk Touch book. We just got to get ourselves some more money and we can get it. Locked in, ready to go. And not going to complain about having an extra bookcase, for sure. Why is there a bucket of water in there? Can somebody tell me why? Alright, did I need to put up a bookcase somewhere over here, or was I going to do barrels? Good idea. Map one in, right? I don't know what you mean by that. Ah, so you put him in the crazy room. Crammed together like cranberries. Sardines. Sardines. That's the word we want. Sardines. Yeah, we'll probably raise the floor. I think you're right. I think that's the way to go. Alright, let's go check on our sheepies. And then we'll lay out some idea for our floor structures. But then I have got to wrap it up, have a little supper, go for a walk. I started a little late too, Barry, so my apologies as well, man. I didn't start until 5, and it's probably really late for you right now. But I'm going till 7, we're called good. Yeah, we need another white sheep. Unfortunately, I don't have any more white sheep around here, so let's go hunt for a white sheep. See if we can find one. We just need one white Sheepa. Something up here on this hill. Could be inside the hill, I suppose, but I don't see anything. It says it's right here. Piggy. Okay, well, we don't need a piggy. We don't need a chicken. Who authorized the Charlie Brown music anyway, man? Alright, good question. Is there a sheepy way over there? Let's go over here, steal one of these boats that I'm seeing. I wonder what this is that area is doing in here. Ari, I'm stealing your boat, man. Let's check this island here first, see if there's anything of interest on this island. Who knows what crazy things we might find, huh? Should have brought a lead with me, though, for sure. I see a sheep. Alright, let's see. Can I get you to the water area? You guys remember my trick from an earlier season of Philosophy SMP? It's called the sheep shuttle. Alrighty, where I want to get up to is up here, but I don't know that I can get up here without the baddies. So let's find a bed, go to bed, come back and get this guy. You guys are gonna have a new friend crowding your quarters here in a minute, because I need more white wool. No, thank you. You can talk to my friend Big Bubba over here. He'd love to say hi to you. $10 o'clock, 11 o'clock my time, be late. Not sleep time yet, huh? Send it on the Discord. Okay, I can do that. How did humans get 90-degree angles? Making a straight line is pretty easy with a taut string. This doesn't look familiar. This does look familiar. Okay, yeah. Yep. Lots of oddball things going on around here. It is called Lo-Fi. It is on the Slipstream thing, and I'll put a link in the Discord if I can remember after we get done. If I forget, you may need to remind me. You know how my memory is. It's full of holes like Swiss cheese. Mr. Sheepy. Do you want the wheat? Do you want the wheat? You gotta get up here, dude. Come on, man. Hey. Come on. You can do it. Do I have to go get a lead? Seriously? Come on, Mr. Sheep. We got this. What's up, Mr. Enderman? I hear yous. I got some friends that want to meet you. They're all excited. I'm gonna get crushed to death by sheep. Alrighty. Alright, you guys think we got enough sheep now? I'm not 100% sure. A goldfish, I never tried cheese with a gold. I've never had a goldfish, so I wouldn't know how that would be. Alright, let's take our wool haul. Now we have enough maybe to do a layout, or we're getting close to that amount anyway. Oh yeah, we're doing better now. Now we'll be able to do some layouts. Cool. Gray by far is the one we got the most of. Okay, I gotta remember what I was gonna do next. So the sheep is taken care of. We got the silk touch, so we'll get the emerald for that. Then I'm gonna do the experiment of trying to get sheep and cows and whatnot to spawn underground by putting down some pasture for them. And then what was the other thing that I needed or wanted to do? Come on, memory. Let's kick into overdrive here. I think, oh yes, we wanted to get some layouts. So let's do some layouts before we leave, and then you guys will be able to see what the plan is. I might do it off camera and then record it like an offline video, or I might do it on a stream tomorrow. I don't know what I'm streaming tomorrow yet. Let's see how I feel. I gotta get this video finished. I got one last bit to do. I gotta get some music in. I might even work on it tonight if I have enough time. So if I can get it done, then I can get the first render out, but I don't want to just release it. I want to make sure that it's good. So idea number one is to take out this wall here, which I'm just going to go ahead and bite the bullet and do. I might not like it, but I'll just cry later. Because we can build right up against this wall. We only need to have like a block or two of space for any overhang we have. We might not even use overhang. We might smush it right up against the wall. So the structure that we have is initially an 11 by 11. So we start here. So that's 11 there, and it's on the outside. So it's 11 on the outside. So this will house 3 villagers. This is the smaller version of it. This is an 11 by 11. I'm thinking that that's going to be a little too big because look at this crazy little passage here we have on the wall. That doesn't work too great. And I can't expand it over. I can only do 111 by 11. I have to check my numbers. If it's 11 by 11, then there's no way that we're going to be able to do more than 2 or 3 of these in here. Yeah, there'd be no room. So we either going to have to think of a different size structure for the layout of what we have, or we're going to have to do something different. I haven't tried like a small single, villager type structure, so maybe that's the way to go, just a bunch of smaller structures. But right now, this doesn't look like a great idea. Yeah, you can't even get an 11 here because you would be... How do you even calculate where 11 is around here? Alright, so we're going to scrap that idea and I'm going to rethink my design and come up with some small structures, some of which that I can put up against this back wall. I still think that's a good idea. Let's do a really quick fumble around here and figure out what would look or be the best. Let's say that we left all of that like this. Let's say maybe we even went over as far as this per se. Here's a 7. Ow, that hurt my knee. Knee is killing me. Alright, we can bring it in 1. That's an odd number, which is what we want. Let's take a look and see what we've got. We'll challenge myself. We'll see if I can figure out something. So here's a 7 by 15, and as you can see, we've got much more room. We can jam it up against the wall. We got much more room. If we can fit 2 to 3 villagers and their beds in here, and we should be able to do that. We might be able to fit 4 or 5. So 7 by 15, don't let me forget, that's what we're going to try. Still leaves us with a bit of a quandary as to what we do here because we don't really have any way to come out and figure out where a thing is supposed to be here. Let's see. I could do diagonal, but that's too hard for me. Okay, well there's 7 there. So going by the number 7, we can do a 7 by 7 structure here. One possibility. I don't know if we can fit 2 in here or not. Let's go to bed and then we'll keep muscling around with this. See if we can... Oh, great. These guys again. And they're right where my bed is, too, which is unfortunate. Because I needed to go to bed. All right, let's have our milk. And now we're dealing with a creeper. I've got a arrow in an uncomfortable looking position. Needs more sheep. Yeah, I can do diagonal, but oh man, that is such a pain. I'm not a fan of doing diagonals. But yes, we can do diagonal for sure. If I really want to really push myself and cause myself aggravation, yes, we can do diagonals. All right, so if we move this over to we can fit one in here. We'll get an aerial view of it and see if we're happy with that or not. Figure out what to do with these little backyard areas. Alright, so there we've got a double. There we've got one single. Can we get one more in here, do you think? I don't know. Not gonna fit anymore, so I have to have some smaller structures, or I have to do diagonals as advised. Which I dread. I dread the idea of diagonals. Oh, we can make this go even further. If we want to, you know, like a Viking thing where you've got the long house, we can do that. Gives us plenty of room to wander around here. Now what we don't have is anything up against this wall here, and we should have something. Okay, so the problem here now is and we can build it smoosh up against this wall too if we want. Huh. So I think we'll just get rid of this extra one. So that we can have a walkway through here. Alright, we can move this over by, say, 2. Gives us a walkway space that we can make use of 2 over here. The other thing we can do is move this more into the corner so it's not just kind of sitting off to the side there. Alright, well that's my idea so far. Let's go take a look at it from up above, see if we can make any use of this. Part of me likes the idea of moving this over by 2, but then I lose my... I keep having to move this stupid access point all the time. So if I move this over by 2, I have to move the darn access point again. I'm going to leave it right now. Let's go take a look at it from up above. Probably diagonal's the way to go. I think you might be right, Barry. Yeah, we need more wall space between those two as well. So I'll move that one over 1. I almost wonder if what I want to do is just have just the 7x7s and find a way to squeeze 2 into each 7x7, because then we would have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 12. It's not enough villagers, but it would help. It would get me started anyway. We need a bit of a walkway. Gotta figure out how much walkway we actually want. Busy. What do you need?
I just wanted to check on and see if Michael needs your help at all tonight.
Later. He's going to come back and get me, I guess. He talked to me before he left. Yeah, we got it. Alright, so we got ourselves a little more space. It's like a waffle. It is. It really is like a giant waffle. Well, this, I guess, is why layout's important, huh? Go to bed before we get raided again. Trying to figure out the layout here. Just give me a second to shuffle around. I should have brought more sand down. I keep running out and having to re-dig and losing my progress. Alright, so now the only problem is we've got this big blank space right here. We gotta figure out something with it. And we got another one here. Okay, so that one we can fit another 7 by 7, and then we'll have to do maybe one diagonal house there. And I will go ahead and I will destroy my little entrance here and put it in another location. Get this wrapped up. And then we'll take one last look and see if we're happy with it. So if I can figure out how to squeeze 2 villagers into each of these structures. And I'm not giving myself a lot of room here for roofs. That's one of my problems that I'm having here. This one really should move up one and over one. Because you need room for your roof. You got to be able to have a little bit of an overhang on your roof, or it ain't going to work very well. This gives me one overhang each side. Same here, one overhang each side, one overhang each side. Then I have to blend it into the wall there, but no overhang on this side. I have no way to move that over any further. Unless I want to dig out this entire wall, which we'll do right now, I think. Seems like a good enough plan to me anyway. Alright, so now we got enough room there for a wall, and we'll work on this guy's floor later. I don't have any coarse dirt on me. I think they're all going to sit on top, but I haven't decided. So we're going to add one more over here, but we got to delete our entrance and we've got to find another place for it. Alright, so one of the spots that I'm not seeing much use for is right here. So let's try this. Alright, well that won't work. We're too far away. Okay. Okay, fine. I need more of this dirt. Tariff bombing. Yeah, I'm about ready to give it a good old left bomb. Yeah, for sure. I gotta figure out where I can put this. Patooey. Alright, well let's not worry about that right now. Let's get our layout done first. So how long of a wall do I have here? Now if I'm going to match it with this, it needs to go where? Here? Oh, okay. Somebody sent me a message to say, ask if I'm okay on Facebook. I'm going to have to check that and see what's going on. Why is somebody sending me that message? Okay. Don't have any extra basalty here, but I'll put in some deepa slate. Oh, I don't have any extra deepa slate. More and more complicated by the second. I just want simple and easy. I needed to wrap this up. It's been we're at our time, man. Alright, and then we gotta figure out what to do with this space over here. We're probably gonna have to put in a diagonal building as has been suggested. Sounds like the plan. Alright, so we don't have any more to fill this out, but there you go. There's our other structure, so we'll have two right here. We might even be able to do one more here. Let's run up and get me some. Let's grab this first. Replace that with some dirt. All right. Let's get another load of sand. I think we can put one more square in, and then we'll have to figure out the diagonal structure later. And I don't even know what the diagonal structure will be, but we'll do one just to push my comfort zone. But I didn't really want to mess with diagonals. Are a headache, man. I'll be honest, diagonals are a headache. They're cool looking, and they're great when you can pull them off, but they use a lot of blocks, take up a lot of space, although they do fit into spots. Just not very efficient. Let's see what we've got so far. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and we might have 7. If we can do 2 per, then that's 14 villagers covered. If we can do 3 per, it's even better. So we will not be able to do another 7 by 7 because there's no room for it. I can't get a full 7 in the back. So that is not going to happen. And then here, we could attempt to jam in one. How far back do we have to go? Have to go black, I think, 2 blocks. Let's try some diagonal layout and see what we think for that one and the other space. Just 2 diagonal buildings, probably of similar size. That'll give it some variety too, so. Oh, I hate this. I don't know. I don't know, man. Been a while since I've done a diagonal structure. Alright, we can build it into the wall too, so we could do that. So we could do something like this, maybe, possibly. I'll play around with it and we'll see what we can come up with. Let's see if we can copy this. Supposed to go 4. It's an angle of 4, so let's see. This one, I don't think we're going to be able to fit anything. It doesn't look like we can come up with a plan here that's going to work. We have all of this space to maybe here we could use. I don't think I've got that quite right, but oh, my knee is killing me. Alright, so we'll play with that idea. I gotta figure out the sizing here. Four by 5. Well, there's your 4 by 5, but we're not matching here like we're supposed to be. I'll have to think that one through some more. Let's get an aerial view and call it good. I think we're done. Couple of diagonal. We've got this little hole here, so maybe this is where I can put my little exit, or should I put it maybe over here? Let's find out. I think right here is a good place to try as any. Alrighty, see how that goes. I think that's good enough. And then this looks pretty decent, I think. Not quite enough scaffolding. Let's go get ourselves another thing of scaffolding. Hopefully we won't have to move it again for the 50th time. And I appear to have lost my trap. No, I didn't. There it is. Thought I lost my trap door. Oh, I see. So this is one here, and then okay, I see what I've done odd here. Okay. Good question. Yep, that's more what you would expect to see. Okay. I at least understand now. Gotta love the piano music on this one. There you go. So I've got one diagonal structure I can squeeze in there to give it a little variety. We've got a flag to hang if we can find a spot for it, and I gotta eat some fish. Alright, let's get an aerial view, and I think that's it, folks. I want to thank you guys for watching. Let's go to the chat room and see what we're doing. I gotta go do a design. I gotta find a design where I can jam my villagers in and make a thriving village out of this layout here. It's kind of a crowded little city. I don't know if I like that design, so I'm gonna work on that some more, see if I can come up with something a little better than that. And I gotta revisit my whole diagonal, you know, making diagonal structures. But if we just stick with the squares, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think that I'm counting that right. So I don't have any really long ones, but that would feel more like an actual village. And maybe I can even make them smaller than that. If I can do a 7 by 5. That'll be my challenge. I'll try a 7 by 5 that will fit well within inside that rectangle and give us plenty of room for overhang and adjustments. And I'll try a 7x5 diagonal. So that will be the plan. If I can't do 7x5, I might try 7.6 or 7.7. I think that'll work. Let's grab us some milk, hang our flag, go to the chat room, and if you guys have any last comments or suggestions, let me know. Please do not post pizza tonight, because I was going to have pizza for supper, and it all fell apart. Well, we didn't really have any money for it anyway. So now I don't get no pizza, and I'm going to cry. Let's grab ourselves some more wool while we're over here. Do you think we got enough sheep? Or do you think we need a few more? I don't think I got enough grass for them. I'm going to have to give them more grass. Looks like we got white sheep now, so that's good. Alright, why did I come over here? I came over here for a reason. We're going to hang the flag. That's right. I'll do a little off-camera mining and stuff of that nature, but I'll try to do a video. I am doing some material that I can turn into a video for you guys, but I'm focusing on millinery right now, trying to get that done. Alright, we got another spot for another flag. See how much wool we got. Alrighty, and then we've got our coarse dirt. We want to keep that on us. The regular dirt can go in here for right now. The sand can go in here for right now. Cobble can go in my second chest if I have any room. I'm running out of space everywhere. Deep slate. Gunpowder goes over here. Snowballs I'm throwing in here. If you guys have any idea how a guy is supposed to grow a dark oak tree, let me know in the chat. I'm trying to figure that out. It's my next task. Alrighty. Got enough copper here to put people in business for the next 50 years. Let's go to bed and we'll say our outro and head to the chat room. Hello, Black Belt. Welcome to the stream. We are just wrapping up. It is nice to see you, though. How you doing? You must have just got off work. You're learning to speak French. Oui, oui. Awesome. You only know one French word, and that's baguette. No, I might know a few more now. Alrighty, folks, so I'll show Black Belt around real quick, then we're going to go to the chat room. We're going to wrap it up here. I'm tired. I need a break. I'm going to stretch and get something to eat. I also have to work tonight in an hour or two, so I got to be ready. So I want to thank you guys for hanging with me. Thank you, Barry, for showing up. It's okay that you're late, man. Don't worry about it. I mean, better late than never. I'm glad you showed up and gave me some suggestions. So thank you for that. Thank you, Black Belt, for showing up. And it's cool you're learning French. You'll have to tell me if that's something your fiance got you into or not. I'm kind of curious. Or are you getting ready to take her out to a fancy French restaurant or something like that? Anyway, let's go downstairs real quick. I'll show you what I've been doing, and then we're going to wrap up out of here, okay? Hello, big guy. Okay, so Black Belt, what we've been doing. I finished laying out the cover, as it were, for our giant hole that we have here, where we took out all the water for the squid farm. And this is going to be our trading hall. It's going to be a little village here by the ocean, a little fishing village. I got to figure out how I want to design this wall And this is the layout for a possible size structure, but I might want to try and make them smaller, but I don't know if I can. That's the squid form, of course. And I'll show you underneath so you can see what's going on there. But that's what we were working on today. Just trying to figure out the best layout. And Barry wants to challenge me and make me do some diagonals. So I ended up doing some diagonals. But this is what we got underneath. And I got to come up with an idea of what to put in here. I also got to let Sir Morin know that I have some more ink for him. The only other thing we did is we mined some deep slate, trying to look for some diamonds in the same time. And we also got ourselves a Silk Touch villager. We also went hunting and found a cave. We went hunting for sheep. So, and we had about 3 or 4 pillager raids to deal with. Alright, I want to thank you guys for watching. We're going to go chat. I will catch you in the next episode. Oh yeah, she is also learning French. Okay, so you guys are going to go to Paris for your anniversary? Perhaps. That would be cool. You need to put the dark oak saplings together to get a dark oak tree to grow. You mean you got to have 4, or will it work with 2? I've got 2. I'll go back and I'll put 2 in. Give me 1 second. We'll do that. I only have 2. I don't have 4. I do have lots of bone meal, so let's go ahead and grab a whole stack of bone meal. I don't mind wasting it because I can get more easily. Here's my only other dark oak sapling. Let's see if this works. So we got some more caves on the island to explore. I don't know if I'll do that on a stream or if I'll record like an episodic content or what, but we'll get where we're going to explore all that stuff. Well, it doesn't look like it works with 2. So there's some other factor that I'm missing. I've given it a whole bunch of bone meal and it's just laughed at me. So apparently you either need 4 or they're just not happy. But we'll leave them there and maybe they will grow. And let's see if I've got any more oak saplings I can put on them. I think those are the only 2 I got. I have 1 more. Let's see if 3 will be enough. Oh, wanted to mention to you guys, support Double Dog if you don't mind. He has some small episodic content he's been releasing called, I believe it's called Digging Deep. I'm not 100% sure the title of it, but yeah, I'm using up a whole stack of bone meal and we're not getting nowhere. So I don't know what it will take, but they're not happy. Anyway, check that out. There should be a link in the Discord. Pretty cool little series that he's started up there, and curious to see how it's going to go for him living underground. Outside of that, I got nothing else to say. Ooh, I wish I had another dark oak sapling, then I'd have 4 and maybe I could do something with it. Ah, darn it. Well, that means I'm going to have to go hunting for dark oak. I have no idea where I'm going to find any dark oak saplings. I'll have to go look around. Alright, well, that explains that whole problem. Why does it have to be 4? That's difficult. We can't do that. I don't even know where a dark oak forest is around here. Alright folks, let's go to chat. If you got any last things to say, go ahead, post there. And it's cool that you and your fiance are learning French there, Blackwell. That's awesome, and thank you for the tip on the dark oak. I appreciate it, man. Okay, I think Barry wants this music. Alright, so this is called Lo-Fi Station. I'm putting it on the Discord now. Pardon me, I'm yawning again. Ugh. I need to do my check-in and my generation for today, if I'm even going to do one today. And Barry, I hope you have good luck getting your house washed, but I don't know if middle of winter is the best time to do it, so you might wait till it warms up a little bit, dude. Okay. Oh, I do need to send Star a message too. Hopefully I'll remember to do that. Makes sense, yeah. Makes sense that it requires four because they're thick. That makes it hard to glue them. But maybe a wandering trader will come in with one for me. Alright, I'm putting stuff away, and if you guys have any last minute things you want to say, go ahead and post it there. Any last questions or suggestions for the big cave or the village layout or anything like that, just let me know. And I'm going to put my keyboard away and get ready to go for a walk here. Boy. Oh.